Yes, like that.
Okay, good afternoon, teacher.
Good
Thank you
afternoon.
for accepting this interview.
Don't worry.
The topic is about the dialects.
Uh-huh.
Please, I need to have 10 questions, please.
Okay.
Okay,
Go ahead.
the first teacher. How can you difference language from the dialects?
Language from the dialects. We differentiate this because the language is the way we communicate between one person to another, and the dialect is the way how we intonate some words or some sentences according to some aspects.
Okay, teacher. 2. How can you define morphology?
Morphology, yeah, according to some studies and some documents, morphology is the way in what we make as a word.
Yes.
So maybe the letters of the word is the morphological form, I can say, about this one. Yeah.
Okay. 3. How can you define syntax?
Oh, syntax. Let me think. Syntax is the way how we make or write the sentences.
Yes.
For example, the words that maybe can be subjects, nouns, and the complements, they are part of the syntax in one word in order to make sense in the message.
Okay, teacher, thanks. Question 4. What is the most common way in which dialects of a language vary? Letter A, pronunciation. Letter B, spelling. And letter C, sentence formation.
Okay. The dialect varies according to the pronunciation.
Yes.
Yeah, because we can have the same word, but we can pronounce differently according to the maybe the person, according to the place, yeah, according to the cultural maybe aspects also.
Okay. Thanks, teacher. Next questions. Can you provide examples of dialect variation based on the option you just choose?
Yeah, because it was about pronunciation, you can think about, for example, the word water in
Yes.
American English, but it is like water in British English. You also have the word mobile in one language and the mobile in another. So they vary according to the pronunciation. Yeah, like maybe for example, if you travel to Australia, for example, you have other type of pronunciation. They are similar to England, but they vary a bit.
Yes. Question 6. What is the most common reason for dialects to vary? Letter A, geographical locations, economic status, or letter C, educational status.
Yeah, for me, the dialects vary according to the geographical locations because in Ecuador we have a very good example. Yeah,
Yes.
and I know that Peruvian people also speak different Spanish than we do, and also Colombian. They have a different accent and like a different dialect. So yeah, the dialect changes according to the geographical locations.
Oh, yes, teacher. I agree with you. Can you provide example of dialect variation based on the option you just choose?
For example, in English, I'm sorry.
Yes.
If you travel to Australia, you will listen the word, or maybe New Zealand, you will listen the word question,
Yes.
like question. Yeah, but if you go to England, you will listen the word question or question. But in American, it's like question, the same. So it will vary about the geographical locations,
Right.
and also many words they actually change.
Okay. Thanks, teacher. Okay. The question 8. Taking into account English, language can you tell me exist difference in regard to pronunciation, spelling, and sentence formation between British and the American English? Pronunciation, spelling, sentence formation.
Oh, yeah, for example, a pronunciation, yeah, the words I was telling you, for example, like father, mother, they say in she's my mother.
Water.
Yeah, water
Water,
in British, yeah, which is the most typical. And American, which is water, father, mother, brother, sister. And these are ending words are like in the British. Yeah, that's the pronunciation. The spelling is, for example, the words which end in eyes, like for example, realize. In American English we have with S, but in the British English, in the British English we have with S, but in the American we have with Z. Yeah. Hypnotize, for example. Yeah. Criticize.
Yes.
They are the words that change sometimes. Another word, for example, meter. You say like metre in American, but in British, but you have meter in British. But pronunciation is the same in this case.
Yes.
They change the spell. And the sentence formation, like for example, in American English we say I have a car, but in the British English we have I have got a car. So they are two words, but mean the same.
Yes, teacher. Question 9. Taking in account Spanish language, can you tell the exists difference regarding the pronunciation, spelling, and sentence formation between codes Sierra region speakers?
Okay, in our language.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, of course there are.
Pronunciation, equal pronunciation, spelling, sentence formation.
Yeah. Yeah, let's for example we have taken also some words from the Quechua, right?
Yes.
For example, in Quito it's very common to listen the word wambra.
Oh, wawa.
Oh, wawa, yes. But if you go to Loja, you don't listen these two words very commonly.
Yes.
Yeah, you listen, for example, maybe if you're speaking about wawa or wambra, you listen the word patojo.
Yes.
Yeah, which is, for example, a kid that's running over there.
Yes.
Yeah. Spelling could be the same because it's very different, but like maybe for example, I don't know, words different in Spanish.
What in like codes and Sierra?
Yeah, they are different. We pronounce.
Arroz in codes.
When we pronounce.
Arroz.
Yeah, we have arroz in coastal pronunciation, but we have arroz.
El arroz.
El arroz.
Left S.
Yeah, without the S, but
Yes.
in the Quiteño we have arroz.
Yes.
But if you go to Loja, you have arroz.
Yeah.
So
Okay, teach. And the last one. Is there any other dialect variation that you can tell how it happens?
any other dialect variations? Yeah, what could be, for example?
Spanish is very different.
Yeah, Spanish is full of dialects because I was telling you, for example, Venezuelan people speak one way, Colombian in another, Mexican also they have a different,
Okay, right.
yeah, so it changes according to, if you go to Central America, for example,
Yes.
they speak very quickly. Cuban people and
Right.
Puerto Rican and Costa Rican people, they
Yes.
speak very differently. So the geographical situation, the location is the most important part, and maybe cultural things that, for example, here you have the word
Yes.
guagua. Yeah, we don't listen this very commonly in other places, but in the coast, in the Sierra region, is going to be heard.
Just it.
Yeah.
That's one.
Okay.
Okay, that's all, teacher. I got to this topic. This is so important because it's in English there are very dialects, but
Yeah.
it's so important. I can understand the English, but for me it's that so.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you
teacher.
very much. You're welcome.
All right, thanks.
Okay.
Thanks. Okay.